Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Tabitha Sanders, and I'm your Executive Director of SafeMind Wellness Center. Our community here is focused on our mental health organization, dedicated to providing compassionate, comprehensive care. I thank you so very much for joining me today for this very important briefing. As you know, mental health organizations like ours have unfortunately been identified as potential soft targets in recent local and national terrorism events. Okay, this really means that we must be proactive. Okay, be proactive in protecting our clients, our staff, and our facilities. Today, I will be presenting a comprehensive crisis response plan, specifically here tailored to terrorism emergencies. Okay, organizational safety goals. Before we go ahead and dive into those, I want to clearly outline our core organizational safety goals, okay? So to ensure the safety and security of all clients and staff at all times. It is to build effective community and law enforcement partnerships for rapid, coordinated responses. We want to develop and maintain preparedness through ongoing training and clear protocols. Implement mitigation strategies to reduce vulnerability and potential threats. Provide swift and effective response actions during crisis, okay, to minimize the harm being done to our clients or also staff. Facilitate a smooth recovery process focused on mental health support and operational continuity of care. So with that being in mind, the goals guiding us, let's explore how each of these components of our crisis plan supports these objectives. First of all, our planning. Planning forms the backbone of our response framework. We have developed here and detailed terrorism emergency response plan that everyone should have a copy of here. And that includes risk assessments, identifying specific threats to our facility. It is all of our responsibility to be able to be alert and be mindful of that and to be watchful. Clear intent, command structures defining who is responsible for decision making during a crisis. Communication protocols, internally and externally, ensuring timely and accurate information is flowing on both ends. Evacuation routes, lockdown procedures tailored to each of our locations. Every department has input into this plan, and it's a rigorous review of looking at the biannually. We're going to kind of look at it as much often as we need to. Actually, we will look at it biannually for sure to reflect on some new intelligence, best practices, some other added things. So please, we could definitely use your insight, your information as you notice things that don't run as smoothly. We would appreciate that feedback. Partnership. We cannot operate in isolation. SafeMind has to establish strong partnerships with the local law enforcement agencies, emergency responders who provide rapid response, support, and intelligence. So if we can get that and get the communication going and really coordinate these services, that would be amazing. Public health departments also to coordinate mental health services during and after an incident. Community organizations, those that specialize in crisis counseling and victim assistance, security firms for facilities that threat assessments and technology and upgrades, things like that. Regular joint training exercises are vital here, that we are conducting those and partnering to ensure a seamless coordination of services. The preparedness is about the training, the drills, the resources, the readiness. To this end, we have implemented mandatory terrorism awareness and also emergency response training for all of our staff here. Quarterly safety drills stimulating various terrorism scenarios, including active shooter, bomb threat, and chemical exposure. Emergency supply kits in key locations, okay? So including the first aid, communication devices, and also psychological first aid as well will be available and materials that are there. A staff notification and check-in system for real-time accountability. We need to make sure we have accountability of all of our staff members at all times. Preparedness is not only saves our lives, okay, but it also empowers our team to act calmly, to act effectively under stress. Client and staff safety is our utmost importance. Our plan is to prioritize the immediate physical and psychological safety of everyone here in our care in this facility. We want to ensure entry systems to control the entering and the exit of the building, that we're tracking everything and any breaches of our building access. Clear protocols for client tracking during emergencies to ensure no one is unaccounted for. We want to account of all staff members, and as well as if we have any patients or clients in the office. Designated safe rooms will be equipped also and shield from different types of attacks. So confidentiality, as well as mental health support availability immediately after a traumatic event. Those protocols will be put in place. We also encourage a culture where staff and clients can report to us the suspicious behavior or concerns that they may have without hesitation. If you see something, say something. Okay, mitigation efforts aim to reduce risk before an incident occurs, before it occurs. Installation and surveillance cameras, improve lighting around our facilities. You'll see in the beginning updating this system. This is for our safety, guys. So training security personnel will be identified. De-escalation personnel will be also identified for potential support there, and reviewing and modifying the building design system where it's feasible. And we're not going to do a whole bunch of reconstructions, but we want to make sure we enhance the safety as much as possible as we can here. Okay, educating clients on the personal safety as well and strategies without causing harm. We want them to be aware of what to do if in the event we did have a safety issue come up. We're continuously analyzing our emerging threats and adjusting our mitigation strategies accordingly. Our response we face in the terrorism incidents, our response must be rapid. Okay, it must be coordinated and effective. We must consider all of those. Immediate activation of an incident command system, rapid communication with our staff, clients, families, emergency services, anyone involved in this incident, and execution of evacuations, lockdowns, shelters in place, depending on the situation, but also, again, that accountability piece is going to be vital there. Provisions on-site, medical and psychological first aid. We are going to need that in assistance and have the equipped personnel able to take the next steps in that aspect. So continuous situation monitoring and liaison with law enforcement. We want a calm, a clear-headed response. We want to save lives. We want to stabilize the situation. So in recovery portion, as our last area, after the immediate threat has passed, our focus then shifts to the recovery. Okay, we want to debrief in the situation with staff and clients, to provide that emotional support that they need. Ongoing counseling services were needed there to address any kind of trauma, any kind of grief that is still there. Assessments and repairs of any faculty damage, any type of thing is coming up as it comes up in those incidents. We want to review and revise the crisis plan based on the lessons that we've learned. So your input is vital there. Communication and stakeholders to restore trust and transparency. All right. Recovery ensures the long-term resilience of our organization and our community. So I would say to you in closing, our terrorism crisis response plan, this represents a comprehensive, rooted approach in leadership, collaboration, and compassion. By focusing on the planning, partnership, and preparedness, safety, mitigation, response, and recovery, SafeMind Wellness Center stands right here, ready to protect our people and continue to deliver vital mental health services, even in the face of a threat. I am confident that with your support here and our commitment, we will uphold the highest standards of the safety and care of our organization and our clientele and our staff as well. Thank you very much for your attention here. I welcome any questions, any further look into any of these steps and procedures here, or any additions that you may have to add. I want to thank you so very much also for providing services here at SafeMind Wellness Center. So thank you again for your time today. You have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.